Morning, guys. Mark Ferrasci, Pro Tech Dog Training on Prince. You ready? You ready? Oh, good boy. Good. Hop, hop, come on. Good boy. Good. Yeah, push it. Come down. Down. You're English. You're English, buddy. You're English. Good boy. Good. Prince. Yes. Good boy. Good. Yeah, good boy. So this morning we're going to be introducing Prince to his toy, getting him high on his nana, being able to take him out in public. He shouldn't have too much problem with his temperament in public. To be honest with you, I don't think there's going to be much other than a startle that's going to get him worried about much. His whole mental attitude is different. Good boy. He learns fast. Yes. Good boy. Good. And now we're going to start showing him the toy. Good boy. Good guy. Get it. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy, toy. It's the first time he's had this little nana. Good boy. We're going to go out in public today, so we'll see how he does. Good boy, good yay! He likes to play runaway. We're not going to worry about it. But the trick is don't go after him and start getting into this runaway game, because that'll cause a whole nother problem. We got to get him used to shoving food in his face and saying out and giving him the food, right? The trade game. So as he gets used to that, he'll stop worrying about me getting it all the time. Good boy, good, yeah, good boy. Yeah, good boy, oh, good boy, good. His mouth is a little bit of a snout. A little bit of a snub nose, a little different than I'm used to with the long snouts of the shepherds and the Dutchies and such. Good boy, good. Yeah, get it. Oh, good boy, good. Yay. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Out. Good. Yeah, good boy. Get it. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Come on, Prince, good boy. Out, good boy, good. And we're going to get him, since he's doing it receptively on his own, we'll get him to know that he's going to come back and get food. Good boy, good. Instead of just worried about losing it and me taking it away from him, right? And do not get into the runaway game with a dog like this, because you'll have the dog staying away from you all the time. Remember the nature of the beast that we were talking about. That's some of the stuff you don't want to get started. It's how you treat him and what you do to put a control factor on him that he can't get away with it, and then he never gets that chance to set in behavior from you not doing the right things, right? Prince. Good boy, good, yay, good boy, good, yay. Good boy. Now I want him, so I want to get him in close, so I can grab that collar, and then we'll get him on a leash and make sure it's positive. There goes the food. Now I've got him on a leash, I got something I can step on. I've got some kind of a control factor, right? That's what's important. Good. That's why we leave a leash on him all the time, or most of the time when we're working him, so we have something to step on, something to get some kind of control over the dog if he starts other behaviors we don't want him to do, right? We don't want him to go into that runaway game or do any of that, because the dog will pick it up real quick. That's the problem with that shepherd I've got in the back. They did trying to catch her all the time, start a runaway game, and she knows how to stay away from him. So there's your negative behavior that gets set in. Good boy, good. We're going to go back to our clicker. Good boy. Boy, good. Trying to be real distinct on the click means it's coming, right? Good boy. Good boy. Spatial pressure. Bend the head. Get him to go. Bend that head and the body will follow, right? Wherever the head goes, the body must follow. Is the golden rule that I always say to my customers. If I take up the food, push back in, wherever the head goes, the body must follow. So let's see if I can get a sit out of him. I'm going to help him out. Yes. All I did was put a little pressure on the back end, right? Yep, come on. Good boy, good, yay. Wherever his head goes, the body must follow. There he goes, right? The head goes, the body must follow. There it is, right? That's all luring is. Keep in mind, wherever the head goes, the body must follow. So that's why you see me bending that head, because his body's going to naturally step when I do that. Yep. Good boy. Yeah. Spatial pressure, bend the head. There it is. Okay? Spatial pressure, bend the head. Notice he's not going to be as good at this side as he was the other. But I want to balance it now when it's early before I get him stuck and only going one way. Patience, wait him out. He didn't step to the side, but he did move his rear end a little bit. I've got to try to get him to understand this, even if I have to do that, which I nudged him over. Good boy. Sometimes you got to get creative. Every dog's different. Good boy, timing. That's the critical part. Right when it happens, that's when you click. Yep. Good boy, good, yeah, good boy. I didn't click until his ass is on the ground. Yep. Good boy, good, yeah, good boy, good, yeah. And now we're working on the toy, so we're going to break in. Patterns of 2s and 3s. Good boy, good, good. Ah, good boy. Right when he hit the top, I gave him his click. That's why a clicker is so good, because it lets you start getting real good at your timing. Because your brain just goes really into gear when you're pushing your thumb. And you get a real good, distinct timing involved with it, right? That's one of the big reasons this clicker is so good, because it's so good at timing. Nope, he wants that piece of food to hit the ground. We're not going to let him have it. We're going to get to a point where he starts being a little stubborn. Nope, nope. Notice how the brain wants to go back to the ground. Good boy, good. Good boy. And we're going to break into toy like I was talking about, because I want to get him high on this toy. Good boy, yeah, good boy. Yeah, good boy, good boy, all right, good boy. In the drive, good boy, gone. Good boy, yay, Pritchers. Good boy, Prince. Out, good, out. Good, nope, out. Good boy, good, yay. Ah, good boy, good boy. Good boy, Prince, good boy, yay. I want to get him high on this toy. This is what's going to be used out in public. This is his Nana. Out, good. Good boy, good. Oh, I don't have my clicker in my hand. If I did, I would have gave him a good one. Flat him with a clicker. Put that away. Take it away, it's gone. Good boy, we're done. And we say we're done. Now, the other day I was watching my YouTube videos, and Lieberg's been doing new clips of old information. This stuff's been around forever, but he's doing new clips on it and getting different accent points, right? Now he's saying something he didn't say for years. He always talked about the 3 marker words: no, good, and yes. He never mentioned the one that I use all the time, you ready, ready, the pump her up, right? You pump him up, you ready, ready, ready? You get the dog high on that. When we go out, we work, I shouldn't say we, because I don't compete, but I'm always around the guys. When we go onto a field and we go out there to do it, we usually have a gate or some kind of entryway, a portal, some kind of area that designates you going to the field. You'll stop and you'll get the dog pumped up. I usually do it with Buddy. I get him into my front like he does that with that real aggression. He starts pushing on me. I'm saying, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm pumping the dog up, and then I go onto the field. That gets me into that crescendo, into the field, and it lets him know we're ready to work, right? So you're ready, ready. And I use it for my agility field and all that good stuff. I use that as a marker word that gets him into a certain mental state of mind, because I use it all the time in the same spots, right? So it's important. It denotes excitement. So I'll say, you ready, ready, boom, throw the toy, right? You're basically cueing the dog to say something exciting is coming, and gets the dog's mental state of mind in a different place, right? The other one that he's used for years, he did accent this one, but not the ready, ready, was done. Actually, Michael in one of his videos did, where he says when you're done, you show him your hands, right? I've got the ball, I've got the toy, I tease the dog. All right, we're done. Put it behind me, we're done, and show him your hands, you're done. So those words I use all the time. So it was interesting for me to have him do that rehash and come back and hit those accent points, and he's talking about ready, ready, and you're done. Ready, ready, or getting him pumped up, gets him in a happy state of mind, and then are you done, lets him know that we're done with that attitude of excitement. We go to the normal lifestyle, right? We'll just say we're done, and we'll walk off the field in a very neutral posture, and the dog will figure it out with time. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Yep, good boy. Come on. Good. Good. Now, keep in mind that you can have as many marker words as you want. I've got a bunch of marker words as far as my reward placement. I always say ball when it's going in my left and the ball goes over my head. I will do yes when the dog comes into me. Get it, get it, get it when the dog goes away. Those are all markers, right? And they can be used for what you need. The reward placement's real important, because where I hold that ball, if I hold it over here to my right, the dog's going to want to swing over and he's going to get crooked. So I have to have these other reward placements that lets the dog have things that put him more in alignment with what I'm after, where I want him posture-wise, right? So that's called reward placement. You can find that online by looking it up on YouTube, reward placement. Look under Forrest Mickey. He does a great accent on that whole premise using the magnetic ball that he uses, and this is where he covers that. That's where I got it, right? I'm not, there's a lot of trainers that run around and they act like they're the ones that invented everything. Remember, this stuff has been hashed and rehashed and taken. If I grab something from somebody else, I'll claim it as mine, right? And I use it. I put it into my lexicon. I put it into my whole routine with my dogs. These things have been done a million different ways and very consistently. You'll see them used all the time, okay? So never think that just because another trainer's out there giving you an accent point that he's the genius that came up with it. It's not true. Now, I did accent and give my whole thing of the powers of 2s and 3s. But here a guy writes a book and he talks about learning. Get it. With that one book that I accented recently, right? And he's just explaining it a totally different way. He calls it chunking. Well, I've been doing it for years and I call it the powers of 2s and 3s. It's my way of conveying a thought in layman's term and breaking it down so people can understand what I'm doing, right? So it's not anything that's got to be, there's no patent on it, I'll guarantee you. It's words, it's verbiage. We need to get more in tune with using the same words so that we're all talking the same language. Words matter, it's important, right? So I'll go back to his thing. He calls it chunking. I'll start calling it chunking, I guess, but I've always probably come back to my powers of 2s and 3s because I've been doing that for years, and that's how I explain it, with the powers of 2s and 3s. And mix up, right? I'll talk to you guys later. Mark Ferrasci with Protect Dog Training and Prince, the Coonhound Bully Mix. Come here, Prince. Come here, let's do a sit. Let me do a sit on the screen. Come. Good boy, good. You sit right there for the screen. Oh, good boy, good. All right, stay. Good boy, stay. Nope. He's got to learn his other markers, so we'll start accenting it. Good. Good boy, yay. Good boy. He's such a cute dog. He's such a cute. Oh, you took off on me, darn it. All right, talk to you guys later. Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, signing off.